this. This right here. This is the episode. It brought me back. Question. As long as the message is delivered, doesn't matter who the messenger is, doesn't matter the sting on the delivery. Those who say yay or nay, we are about to find out. My brother Nick has got me back on my job. Brother Nick, what you got to say?
It's a shame. I really do believe, look, I think black people are not irredeemable, but there just needs to be brutal honesty. It's like, look, these black people are really struggling and they're turning into these maniacs. It seems like they don't do anything right. They're obnoxious, they're rude, they're inconsiderate, aggressive, cruel. And, look, nobody hates black people for being black. If there are people like that, I think that's exceedingly rare. And I don't consider myself one of them. The reason that people have negative attitudes about black people is because most people's interactions with black people are negative. Most people's interactions with black people is when you're stuck in traffic and you see a Nissan Altima speeding down the shoulder. And you say, what the fuck? You're not supposed to do that. If ever
I'm not going to lie to you guys. I have a stigma. I have the stigma about people who drive Nissan Altimas. I have the stigma about people who drive Nissan Altimas and the top of the paint is gone because it's been exposed to the sun too much. Every time I see a Nissan Altima, I think to myself, I bet that this person has big eyelashes, is probably wearing a bonnet, a weave, or a wig, has big ass eyelashes, has big eyelashes, is listening to some ratchet music, and probably has no car insurance. I'm sorry. Nick, back to you, man. This is not about me.
everybody did that, it would just be another lane. And, not everybody can do that. But it's like these people have no respect for decorum. They think the rules don't apply to them. They have no respect for society. Like that's their interaction is they are a waiter and they wait on a black table and the black people don't tip and they're fucking rude. Like that's most people's interactions. It's stuff like that. They go to the DMV and they see a black person behind the counter and they say, oh, here we go. And the person's rude. Now, it just goes to show people are not racist. It goes to show people don't like people that are rude. That people don't, it's unpleasant. People want to be treated with consideration and respect. And it is true that black people are, in this day and age, unfortunately, seem to have very low moral character. It's not even just the violence, although the violence is pretty striking. If you live your life and you know that you're going to be mugged by black people, it kind of colors your opinion or perception of black people, wouldn't you say? If 99% of the carjackings and stabbings and shootings that you see in Chicago are by black people, when you're walking down the street late at night, guess what you're looking for? Black people.
As a black man who grew up in the ghetto and survived the ghetto, I would like to chime in here. So when I'm walking down the street and I see a group of black people, my instinct is to clutch. And we ain't talking about pearls. I'm getting in the position to where if I need to act quickly and swiftly and hit a few of these targets at a very rapid pace to protect me and anybody with me, I'm in the position to do so. On the other hand, for the most part, in my daily life, if I'm walking down the street and I see a group of white people, I hate to say this, but I am comfortable in the fact, knowing that I am not uncomfortable with this group of white people and that 9 times out of 10, my presence is probably making them uncomfortable. Oxymoronic, but facts.
And you equate that with danger. And it doesn't take a lot of them to spoil the whole bunch like that. And we just want black people to take accountability and say, look, I'm not a bad person. I'm not a bad person. It just seems that every time I encounter you people, for the most part, it's negative. And sometimes extremely negative, like I could get a gun in my face. You know, that's a problem. And people go, well, you are just loaded up with hatred and racism. It's like, I'm really not. I'm a really friendly person. I'm a really polite, friendly person. I give everybody a chance. But if I'm someplace and I see some black person walking in with their pants sagging and they can't articulate what their problem is or what they need, and they're rude and they're aggressive and I'm in fear for my life, like, yeah, I have a problem with all of that. And people go, and these black people go, well, you're racist, you're racist. It's like, no, I just hate inconsiderate behavior.
So we're going to get ready to wrap this up. But I'd like to point out what just happened at the end of the video. Did you see the person that he mimicked, you racist, was either the ghetto black guy or the ghetto black chick? You racist. And listen. This is where we are. And the most dangerous part about this is that there is a large majority of America and Americans who feel this way. Even more dangerous is that because he went on such a huge platform and vocalized this, they might be comfortable or become comfortable in saying the same thing. This is a problem that needs to be fixed internally, but we need to see what the perception is externally. This isn't racist. This is this guy's experience and the experience of many people like him. We come from a people of creativity, from artisticness, from brilliance, architects, poets, writers, inventors. But those aren't the people that get pedestaled. It's the tackies, the ghettos, the Cardi B's, the what's that boy? Name any rapper that ain't from the early generations. Like, we gotta get it together, man. For those who like to throw the race card out, I ask you this. Is this Dr. King's dream? Is this what your ancestors got shot with water holes and bit by dogs for you to be able to go out here and present yourself in these fashions? Like, it's disheartening. There's a term going around called black fatigue. And guess what? This melanated man here, I have black fatigue. There's another word for it that starts with the N and ends with the A, and I'm pretty sure that that's who this gentleman is talking about. But the fact that we enable it and from the inside we don't stop it, we're just as guilty as the people that are portraying us like this. This is what I talk about all the time. Like, they feed us the bullshit. Monetization. They feed us the BS. And we become what we eat. We better than this. And until us who are better than this stop enabling and encouraging those who aren't better than this is how society is going to view us. There's a guy, I don't remember who it is. Leave a comment in the comments, because you guys are supposed to be commenting on who it was who said this quote, but this guy is completely accurate. The state of the black community is not going to change without extensive ethnic cleansing. Sometimes if a limb is infected, the only way to save it is to amputate it. You ain't gotta agree with me, but I'm on my job. Like, subscribe, share. One more time. Like, subscribe, share, leave a comment. Rock with your boy.